Welcome to the B&B Podcast, the Bad and Bougie Podcast, for those who want to level up, get the bag, strive and accomplish excellence, and live the life of your dreams. Stay tuned for episodes every Sunday and Thursday, where I post content about attaining happiness, and I help you solve the problems that are holding you back. Okay, so we're going to get into the topic for today. And the topic is unraveling your conditioning. Okay, we've all been conditioned to do things, and we've been all conditioned to think certain things. However, at the end of the day, you have to decide what vision you want for your life, and then you have to pursue that vision. You have to pursue that goal. If you allow every single thing else to distract you, you'll never get there. Okay, so there's a quote that says, "As a man thinketh, so is he." So with that being said, you have to decide for yourself if who you want to be is who you are currently, or who you want to be and what does that look like for you. You can't let yourself get so dictated by others that you ruin your own vision and sight for your life, right? And if you want to change, but you find yourself in the position saying things like, I want to be fit, but I don't have anybody to go to the gym with me, or I want to read a book a month, but I don't know which book club to join, or I don't know enough books already to start reading books, or I know I want to dress this certain way, I know I want to carry myself in this certain way, but those clothes are too expensive, so I can't afford it, so I can't be it. And those kind of things are super detrimental to you. You have to decide, hey, if I want to carry myself as this person or as this vision that I have of myself, then I can't let anything stop me, right? If that means going to Amazon, Shein, not sponsored, but whoever, just to get the aesthetic. And then when you get to the point where you can afford higher quality, then you can do that. And you might also find that sometimes things you spend a lot of money on really aren't good quality anyway. So you'll be able to choose. You'll have the freedom to choose, right? That's where the freedom is. The freedom doesn't mean you have to buy expensive things. The freedom just says that you have the freedom to choose, right? And all of this comes all the way back down to what's your goal for yourself? What's your vision? Right? People expect you, good or bad, but people expect you to be what they want you to be. If you are a daughter, then you're expected to be this daughter. If you are a son, you're supposed to be this son. If you are young, you're supposed to act like this. Or if you're old, you're supposed to act like that. But who says that? And if someone is making you feel, or actually saying out loud to you, that you need to be different, you need to ask yourself two things. First of all, who are they to you? And do you actually really care? So 3 things. And then next or last, you have to ask yourself, am I truly afraid of them to the point that I don't want to be what I want? Because essentially what it comes down to is the desires of two people, right? There's the person who wants, and then the person who wants you to be. And you have to decide in yourself, is it more important for you to be who you want to be, or is it more important for you to be who that other person is? And actually, truly, honestly, those people who want you to be things that you don't want to be, we don't want to call them enemies. That's too deep, I feel like. But take that with a grain of salt. Anyone who sees you, friend, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, anyone who sees you and doesn't want you to be the you that you want to be, why? Just why? Why does it matter? If it's your parent and they want you to be moral and upright or be good citizens and all that kind of stuff, okay, I get it. We don't want to be delinquent and derelict and just de-evolve, right? But at the same time, what is it about what you want that bothers them so bad? And then do you care? Sis, do you care? Do you actually care? Because there are people who say, oh, well, women shouldn't be that smart. Oh, well. Oh, well. Or they'll say, oh, well, those women can't go out there and get a job. They'll pay for things like a man. Oh, well. Oh, well. Now, sis, if the knight in shining armor, if the knight in shining armor comes to get you, fool with him. Okay, we love Prince Charming all day, all night, and then some after that too. So there's nothing wrong with the Prince Charming. There's nothing wrong with your superhero, right? If that's what you want. If that's not what you want, what does it matter? And who's mad about it? And why do you care that they're mad? Like, you have to get to the point where you completely unravel your conditioning. Period. Like, who are these people making you feel like what you want for yourself is not good enough? Like, are they saying that they don't think you love yourself enough to make decisions? Like, that's so deep. I mean, I get, like, if you were 5 or 8 or whatever, but at what point does it get to be your decision, right? At what, is it an age? Do you feel like, okay, I'm 18, I can be what I want. Okay, I'm 25, I can be what I want. Okay, I'm 35, I can be what I want. Okay, I'm 55, I can finally be what I want. Oh, okay. You've wasted 50 years. You've wasted 60 years. Do you want to be that person who wants to, everybody knows old raggedy people. Excuse me, I'm not talking about old people. All old people ain't raggedy. But everybody knows somebody who's a little too old to still be acting the way they act. And in your mind, you're like, oh my God, why they still act like this? Like, I can't, like, I'm not able to, I can't, no puedo manejar, look like I can't, right? So there's this level of, at what point will you put yourself first for you? You see what I'm saying? And I think that is the first step to unraveling your conditioning, right? It's the first step, because people who fear you, well, I don't even want to say that. People who you fear, right? They can hurt you. You might say, oh, I'm afraid of this guy. He's big and he's mean and he doesn't let me wear what I want to wear. And he'll beat me if I try to wear it. Oh, that's horrible. Why are you with somebody who beats you for clothes? Like, okay, grain of salt here, grain of salt. No woman should ever be beaten. No man should ever be beaten. People should keep their hands to themselves and their negativity. Really, honestly, if we're just 100%, like, just keep your hands and your feet and your negativity to yourself. We did not ask you. We did not send for you. Don't come for us. However, if you're a person and you put on some clothes and the person finna beat you because your clothes, change clothes into what they want. And when they happy, leave. Like, put on the clothes. Hey, these are the clothes. Do I look okay? Yeah, that's fine. All right. I'm going to the store, and just don't come back. Like, at some point, and I'm not trying to pick on anyone in domestic violence situations, because it's not always that easy, and people have children, and I'm not trying to minimize the severity of that. However, there are people who are not getting beat being told what to do, and they do it for no reason. Like, we're not telling you to start a war, but if you want to wear the red dress and they're like, you can't wear red. Okay, somebody help me, because I don't know the answer. It's not that serious, right? And I think that when you listen to other people and you allow other people to make decisions for your life, for those other people to create vision for what you're going to be in the future, like, I think what happens is you have succumbed to the greatest trick of all time. And the greatest trick of all time is, okay, follow me, because it's kind of deep, but we're going to do it. I believe in us. I believe in you. I believe in me. We're going to do it. All right. So fear breeds uncertainty, and uncertainty breeds more fear. Think about it like this. If you were a person and you were walking into an old spooky mansion, right? Like, house on the hill, like, it's thundering, it's dark, there's spider webs and demons and vampires and werewolves, not the cute one like Jacob or whatever, but like just on in a monster, right? Just monsters. And you are going to go in this house and it's dark and you can't see. There's going to be a certain level of fear in you because of the uncertainty of what's going to happen. Now, imagine a field, blank field, open field, flowers, whatever, sunlight, the wind is blowing, the clouds are out, you know what I'm saying? And you're just standing, walking in the field. You don't feel the same uncertainty. A, you can see. B, you can clear, not just see because of the sun, but like see because it's like flat, like a field. And if you do feel some kind of fear of you don't know what's going to happen or something could happen to you in that field, well, that just proves the point that the only fear that's coming in your mind is the fear of being uncertain, right? So that uncertainty breeds fear. And here are the two train of thoughts, right? So the first train of thought is one man's trash is another man's treasure. Okay. Here's the second thought. Trash is trash. Period. If I have a banana and I ate the banana and I gave you the peel, yeah, you could compost it and put it in some dirt. Yeah, there are people who could see treasure in that. So we get it. However, to the majority of people, eating banana, me giving you the hull or the peel, is trash, right? So what happens is somewhere deep down inside of us, there gets to be this uncertainty. Well, if this person says that what I think I should be is trash, is it actually trash or is it treasure? Or am I trash or am I treasure, right? So follow me, because that was kind of like the first rough draft, you know what I mean? So let's go through it. Think about it like this. No one's perfect, right? So let's start right there. No one's perfect. And are you good enough for yourself? Okay, so when you can answer those questions and get those things out the way, you're good. Are you good enough for yourself? And be like, no, I feel like I'm a little chubby and I need to lose 25 pounds. Okay, cool. So are you saying that once you lose 25 pounds, you'll be cool? Or are you saying once you lose 25 pounds, then you can pick the next thing that you find wrong with yourself? Are you saying that what's wrong with you or what you perceive to be what's wrong with you? Because that doesn't really make sense. Like, there are a lot of people who weigh as much as you weigh who have successful lives. There are people who look like you look who are successful. There are people who are in worse situations than you or have come from worse than you and still manage to find success, right? So nobody's perfect. The question that's really there is, are you good enough for you? And then once you figure out if you're good enough for you and you figure out, okay, I would like to change this, this, and this, and this, and this, then you have to say to yourself, am I trash or am I treasure? And if you say that you're treasure and you truly believe that you are treasure and that you are not trash, right? I would hope that you're not walking around like, oh, I'm trash, I hate myself. But that does happen to people, right? So if you do genuinely believe that you are treasure and you are not trash, then why would your thoughts be trash? Why would your vision be trash? Why would your dreams be trash? Why would your goals be trash? Why would anything that you produce be trash, right? Like, diamonds are literally made from carbon, but even though they go through the caving mines and they have to cut through the rock and like dig through like the rock and stuff just to get diamonds, nobody's like, oh, a little piece of diamond broke off, oh, don't worry about it, it's trash. No, nobody says that. You know why? Because it's a treasure. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can use the one man's trash and all this other kind of theories and stuff. All that stuff is going to do is cause uncertainty in you. There's no option. You are treasure. You see what I'm saying? There's no option. It's not a trash or this or no, you're a treasure. And when you're treasure, you are not discarded. But see, what happens is if you don't believe in yourself, what happens is if you don't allow your own vision to be the vision that you follow, your own goals to be the goals that you strive for, right? What you're saying to yourself is, I think my vision is trash. I think my opinions are trash. I think blase, 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 blah about whatever under the sun is trash. And those things come from me. So if everything in you doesn't believe in yourself and everything in you has no real concept of, what others think versus what you want, and you haven't gotten to the bottom of those things, what will happen is other people will see how you have discarded yourself and they will discard you as well. Oh, one man's trash is another man's treasure, sure, but you're trash to yourself. Do I want to be the person that treasures you even if you're trash? And then it actually gets deeper than that. Like, I tell you the truth from the bottom of my heart, it gets deeper than that. Like, if you're a person and you're beautiful, right? You're absolutely beautiful. You've got everything that any person would want to have. You've got clear skin. You've got clear nails. You've got hair that's healthy and thick. Because some people have the hair, it don't be that thick, right? Or some people got hair that's long. But I mean, you have every single thing that anyone could want. And even though you have everything that anyone could want, if someone comes up to you and says, wow, you are so beautiful. If you don't think you're beautiful, you won't even believe them. Right? They'll say, oh, wow, you're so beautiful. But like, not really. Oh. Or, wow, you're so beautiful. And you say, thank you, because you've been taught to say thank you, but you don't actually believe it. You see what I'm saying? So even though with your words you could be saying thank you, you've still discarded yourself. Even though with your actions you could be saying, oh, wow, that's a really nice thing to say about me. With your actions, you're saying, I don't actually believe it, right? Because if I am so many great things that others even want to be, right? How is it that I can't see those things for myself? Right? So you're going to have to work on your conditioning. You're going to have to work on your conditioning. You're going to have to work on your conditioning. For the people in the back, you're going to have to work on your conditioning. Like, you're going to have to. You can't allow your own self to stand in your own way for like the rest of your life. Let me say it again. You can't allow your own self to stand in your own way for the rest of your life. It just doesn't make sense, right? And we as people, we've gotten to a point where no matter what we do, we still find it necessary to explain to other people, right? Like your vision for your life. You could say, what I want is to be a multimillionaire by 30. I want to be healthy and fit physically. I want to feed my body good food. I want to be in tune and aligned spiritually and emotionally. I don't want all these emotional issues running all over the place, right? And I also want to look elegant, sophisticated, ratchet, classy, ratchet, clatchet. I want to look rich. I want to look bougie. Whatever you want is okay for you. Everybody's entitled to their own experience. Whatever you want is okay for you. However, the problem comes in when what you want for you is now starting to affect other people, right? Let's take a scenario. You have a woman. Okay, well, just use a woman because I'm a woman and it's easy for me to use examples. But she's beautiful. She's fit. She's got her makeup and hair looking nice. She walks in the room. She's intelligent. She's confident. She's calm. She's not all over the place, like energetically, right? She just walks in. There are going to be some people who admire her off the bat. Wow. Look at all the effort she put into herself. Wow, this woman is walking with grace. Oh my God, look at her confidence. Oh my God, look at her poise. Wow, just float of status, right? And then there are going to be a group of people who don't care either way. Let's just be honest. They don't care. They see you. Wow, she looks nice. That's it. Okay, that's all they had for you. And that's okay. And then there's going to be a group of people that are the opposite. Okay, they're going to see you, or they could see this particular woman walk in and they say, oh, she thinks she's so smart. What? Because she got PhD and doctor by her name? Yes, sis, she's smart. Or she thinks she's so wealthy. Look at her. She got a Louis bag or whoever, Bottega Veneta, whatever. You say, oh, but sis, her bag costs $8,000. We'll let her be great. Her bag costs $30,000. We'll let her be great. Oh, she thinks she's somebody. She got her nails all. Like, there are people who hate on you because you got edges. Like, it's not even a game. Like, people will hate on you because you have like 10 toes. Like, it's not even like, what? Like, what? Like, this is what people doing out here? And you have to understand that if you change yourself for the people who don't like you already, they win. And what they won was you. So, do you want to win for yourself? Like, there's so much talk. And people always like, oh, I'm the prize. I'm the prize. I'm the prize. Okay. But prizes are for winners. Sis, you lost yourself. you lost you. You see what I'm saying? Like, prizes are for winners, and that's really all there is to it. And you can't get to this point unless you unravel your conditioning. So I don't believe that anybody should point out negativity, shed light on negativity, deal with the things that are wrong with the world, and not provide solutions. I wish those people would stop. We all know the problems. We all know the problem. We all know the problems. Like, stop. Like, stop. Like, stop. Like, right now. S'il te plaît. Okay, stop. Stop. Okay, so that's so extra, but it's true, right? So what can we do? First thing, self-care. Self-care, period. Self-care, period. Period. On the dot. Self-care. What self-care does is allow you to get to know yourself in an intimate setting, right? When you put your lotion on a little slow. Where you going? Where are you going? We've all had them times when we put lotion on and we get outside, but we're going too fast. Or oil on and we're going too fast and we get outside and we find a little dry spot. It's like, dang, I missed that little inside part of my arch on my foot, right? Take your time. Enjoy every moment as self-care. Even if it's just putting your lotion on after your shower or your oil on after your shower. Or whatever butters or creams or whatever you use, that's not the point. Take your time and put it on slowly. There are 5 love languages, right? There's like physical touch, there's words of affirmation, there's quality time, there's gifts, and then there's acts of service. See if you can do all 5 in a day. See if you can do all 5 every day. And if you can't do all 5 every day, then like rotate 1 a day every week. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, today I'm going to make sure I focus on words of affirmation. Okay, it's Monday. Good morning, beautiful. How's it going? I'm so happy that you're up and healthy. Wow, your skin looks really well. That nighttime skincare routine is really pushing through. Wow, look how much your hair is growing. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look how soft your lips look. Oh, did you touch your arm today? Like, wow. Like, talk to yourself. That might be your Monday. Tuesday might look like, I'm at the grocery store. Let me pick me up some flowers because I love fresh flowers. Or, oh, I'm driving by and I passed by Ulta. Oh, let me run in Ulta and pick me up something. I deserve it. I'm the best. I had a great day. I was doing the best I could. I was striving for excellence out here in these streets, right? I deserve a little Nars Radiant Cream Concealer. Not sponsored, but that stuff is bomb, right? You treat yourself well. There are some women, and we're not on the shame bus, okay? We don't want to be on the shame bus, but there are some women who go through their whole life doing things for men, right? I put on this good scent because he loves this scent, or I'm soft and I put on nice lotions because he loves how soft I am. Not, I put on my lotion because I just really love to touch myself because I'm the truth. Or, hey, I'm going to stop by and buy myself this gift because I'm awesome and I don't need him to tell me that I'm awesome. Right? You have to self-care. That is literally number 1. If you don't do this, then you're going to always find yourself drained. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a cup, right? And not just a regular cup, but like, think about a cup being inside a plastic bag. As you are loving yourself, Monday is, right, like just inspirational quotes to yourself, words of affirmation. Tuesday is gifts, right? Wednesday is touch. Thursday is quality time. Go on a walk with yourself. Listen to some nice music, stretch, do some yoga, dance with yourself, right? All of those things are wonderful. Absolutely all of them. They fill your cup, right? So imagine your cup empty. As you love yourself, you fill your cup. As you read new books and learn new things, you fill your cup, right? As you take care of yourself well, as you accomplish goals, you fill your cup. All of the overflow, imagine it spilling into the bag, right? We got the plastic bag around the cup. Imagine you have filled your cup and now the overflow is in the plastic bag. The second thing you need to do is only give out of the overflow, right? This is so true. I've got like at least 25 face masks in a drawer. Actually, I put them in a little bin, but I have a bunch of face masks. If my nieces come over and they love me and they're like, oh, and I say, hey, ladies, let's do face masks and watch a movie. They'll be like, okay, we'll pop some popcorn or we'll have some fruit. And they're like, okay, they're 7 and 9. They understand when they're kicking it with me, we could watch a movie, we're going to have a nice snack, we're going to do a face mask, right? And you can get them at Dollar General. You can get them at Ulta, Sephora. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them all over everywhere, and they're like $1, right? They're like $1. Take time for yourself and allow yourself to love yourself, and then only give out of that surplus, okay? Now, once you are loved and you're giving out of your surplus, then you need to work on your vision. I suggest creating a vision board. I suggest going to Pinterest. Just go to Pinterest and like everything you can think of, make a board. Oh, I'm thinking about moving. Okay, all kind of bedroom ideas. Oh, I want to redo my closet. All kind of closet ideas. Oh, outfits. Oh, kitchen ideas. Oh, recipes. Whatever. Create vision boards. Create boards for yourself. Like, always surround yourself with the inspiration and motivation you need to push through, right? If you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I don't know what to wear, but you've created Pinterest boards, click on your Pinterest real quick, go through some outfits and come up with something, right? Like, oh, I got a black dress like that, and I got the boots like that, and I got a jacket just like that. Okay, cool. That's your outfit. It took 5 minutes. You got it together because you had vision, right? When you have vision, everything else comes into alignment, comes into place. But without that key vision, you're going to be scrambling, right? So first step, self-love. Second step, only give out of your surplus. Like, that is so important. I almost can't stress it enough, because I think there's some people who get worn down so badly because they're constantly giving out of their supply versus giving out of their surplus, right? If you had 100 bottles of shampoo, you wouldn't mind giving somebody 20 bottles of shampoo because you got 80. You see what I'm saying? Or even if it's just a bottle, say, hey, wow, I love that shampoo. Here, you can have a bottle for free. I got 100 of them at home. It's good, right? The surplus, right? Next, create a vision board and create special and specific goals for yourself, right? Oh, I want to look like this. I want a closet that looks like this. I want a life that looks like this. I want a car that looks like this. These are some of my favorite nail colors. These are some of my favorite nail designs. Oh, I'm going to get my nails done. Hey, nail tech person, can you do this nail like this? You have a vision. So you're not just out wandering. I wander as I wander, right? You're not out wandering. You literally have vision. You have a goal. You have purpose. And now you can work on your alignment. Okay? All of this is going to come into play once you actively decide to unravel your conditioning. Period. When you decide that who people want you to be, who people have groomed you to be, who people have engineered you to be, who people just desire for you to be. It's like, really, why do you even care about my life more than I like? It's really scary, right? Some people really want you to do what they want you to do. It's so scary. So once you decide on all of these things, you gotta, it's almost hard. It's like, think of it like this. If you were in the Matrix, okay, this is so, for all the people who saw the Matrix, right? Not sponsored, even though the new movie is coming out. If you were in the Matrix, so if you ever seen the Matrix, there's Neo, and there's like Morpheus, and then there's the girl, she's Trinity, and then there's like the Oracle, and then there's like the double backstabbing guy, and then there's everybody else. I know that's terrible, but that's true. There's the backstabbing guy and the main people and everybody else. And then on the evil side, or like the opposition, or the ops. On the other side is like the droids, right? Mr. Smith and Mr. Anderson. I don't know, whatever. So those evil robot drone guys, they're always trying to attack anything that's trying to disrupt the programming, right? If Neo comes in the Matrix and he's in the Matrix, but he's free, he's not like plugged in and like must do what he's programmed to do. He's free to move about, free to move about the cabin as he chooses, right? When he's free and he's in that thing, right, he goes through walls. He literally, at the end of like the first movie, like whenever he beat everybody, he literally went inside the programming, the way that the programming goes inside of people. Like, he started using their own tactics against them. That's how clear his mind was. That's how emotional he was not. Like, if you remember at the end, he goes, and he like takes a deep breath, and then like, everything is calm. He's not in a place of unrest. He's not in a place of uncertainty. There was no fear. There was no breeding ground for fear, right? He had gotten to the point where he had completely unraveled his conditioning. The world had told him, hey, if you jump up, you're going to fall. he jumped up and he started flying. Right? The world told him, hey, you have to, if somebody shoots you, you're going to die. And he was like, what? And they were like, in the Matrix. If you die in the Matrix, you die in the real world. He was like, why? It's a program. He's like, because the mind and the body, they really have a hard time when they can't separate themselves, right? Like, you could be in the Matrix and you could literally die simply because your mind thought you died, not because you actually died, right? And that, to some level, is happening to people. People are walking around being programmed to think that certain things will happen when they actually won't happen. I had this happened to me kind of personally, where I had a friend, and this particular friend was like, I don't want to hang out with the friend group I hang out with anymore. They're messy. They are dramatic. They are not in alignment with me. They're not going to the places that I feel like I'm going. They are sabotaging not only of themselves, but maybe me. Like, I don't know if they mean to do it on purpose, but there might be a level where it might be me, and I'm just talking to this person. I'm like, well, are you going to just like quit them? Because it's okay to cut people off. Right. It's okay to cut people off. And she was like, well, I don't know. I don't want to just throw away relationships, and I don't want to, I don't want to jump to conclusions, basically. Like, I have all these things in my mind, things I see, but like, I'm not 100% sure on them. So I was like, well, did you talk to him? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay, well, whatever you're going to do, you have to decide for yourself that it's best for you, right? And so it just kept being this long drawn out thing. She didn't know what was best for her, blah, blah, blah. So she said, I'm going on this trip. I'm going to go with them. We're going to have fun. And then when I come back, I'm going to be done with them. And I was like, okay. And then she went on the trip. I don't know if they had fun. I didn't ask. When she came back, I didn't ask. And then I looked up again. She was on another trip. Okay. You must like it, sis. Well, it's not that. I just, they're the friends I have that want to travel the most. They're the friends that I have that want to go shopping and go out to eat and go to dinner and stuff all the time, Like, sometimes you live in a city, you have to go out by yourself or you go out with people. And I'd rather go out with people, right? And so it's understandable. But now these people have controlled her life, right? These are people, I ain't gonna say she feels like they're the enemy, but she feels like at the end of the day, these people don't have her best interests at heart. But yet she keeps going near them. So you have to ask yourself, why is this happening? And what do I like about it? If you're okay suffering, like it. If you're okay being trash, like it. Enjoy it. I'm trash. I love it. Right? If that's not how you feel, I'm treasure. Therefore, what I think is treasure. Therefore, what I feel is treasure. Therefore, what I am is treasure. I am, right? With the I am statements or whatever. I am treasure. Like, you have to begin. And it really begins with unraveling your conditioning. You have to start one foot at a time. And you have to continuously ask yourself, why is it I think this? Why is it I feel this? Why is it this? Okay, I'm going to have my self-care day. Right? Self-care routines are all over YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and anywhere human beings make videos, right? I'm going to find somebody's self-care video and I'm going to do that. Well, why do I want to do it? What's that fear? Okay, what's that fear? Ask yourself, why don't you want to? Well, it'll cost a lot of money. No, you can spend like $5. You can literally go to Dollar General and get you a face mask and get you like a cute bubble bath or a bath bomb or some nice smelling something and a candle for like $5. You see what I'm saying? Or you go to Amazon and just order it and have it shipped to your house. You don't even have to go outside. So why is it? What's stopping you? And are you scared of them? And if you are scared of them, why are you scared of them? Okay? We have to unravel our conditioning because I think you're treasure. I'm treasure. It takes one to know one. That's first. Second, at the end of the day, who gonna tell you otherwise? And if they tell you otherwise, why do you believe them? Why do you believe them? If you're a woman and you're 6'3", you're tall. If you're a woman and you're 6'5", you're tall. If you're a human and you're 6'5", you're tall. And somebody walks up to you and be like, oh, you're not that tall. Oh, okay. Exactly. You don't even believe them. It's not believable. It doesn't make sense. Why would you do it? So we have to unravel these conditionings about every aspect of our life, because some things you might not be that conditioned into thinking and programmed into thinking what other people want you to think. But in other areas of your life, you might just about be almost to slavery, right? So you have to delegate your own time and use your own discernment to figure out and prioritize where you need more help and emphasis and focus in that part of your life. But you must unravel your conditioning, okay? You must unravel your conditioning. Let's see, some tips, things to help. Definitely self-care days. Definitely don't be afraid to use Amazon. Dollar General, I'm pretty sure Dollar Tree has stuff if it's a money thing. If it's not a money thing, Amazon, Sephora, Ulta, start your self-care. I mean weekly, I mean daily, I mean habits, I mean routines, right? Next thing, intentional journaling. Get you a journal. Write out your thoughts. Writing can like there's like so many studies on what writing does for your emotional state. It just allows you to just get all that out your being, right? And then once it's out, you can see it, you can read it, you can analyze it, you can study it and learn from it, right? Exercise, meditation, prayer, eating good food. If you feel like trash, don't go eat trash. Like, that junk will just tear your stomach up. Like, if you feel already like low energy, go get you some berries and some granola and some juice or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, put something in your body to help fuel you, to help motivate your own body to get up, right? Excuse me. So after eating right, then you also can look into like what the internet has to offer. Like I said, there's routines on YouTube, there's routines on TikTok and Instagram and all these places. Don't be afraid to look on the internet, Google stuff, research stuff, what to do when I'm feeling sad. There's literally like this is so real. Like, it was been some years ago, but I literally Googled what to do when you don't feel like doing anything, and like 500 things popped up in this one particular website. It's like 500 things you can do when you don't feel like doing anything. Somebody made a list of 500 things to do when you don't feel like doing anything. That's incredible. So the internet is a wealth of knowledge. Now you gotta sift through the trash, but it is a wealth. Okay. Lastly, don't be afraid of like good movies, books, and songs. Good movies, books, and songs. So for good movies, as far as it pertains to unraveling your conditioning, putting yourself into a visionary mindset, there are so many. And I would love any suggestions. Put them in the comments below so that other people, if you really feel like it's something that people can use to help themselves, that they can watch it or have access to it or know the name of it, right? Pay it forward. And the reason why I'm saying this is an old movie, but in the movie, and I'm not going to tell the whole movie, but there's a movie, in the movie, the boy is like trying to do something good, like to pay it forward for the future. So in that way, it's almost like setting blessings out and sending out good energy into the universe and good vibration and letting that compound, you know what I mean? It's a really good movie. All right. Lastly, books and songs. You can look into The Millionaire Next Door or Atomic Habits. And as far as songs, find you a good love song where it's like the person is singing to you. Imagine like the nicest words you would ever want to hear, and see if you can find a song like that, right? I love Sure Thing by Miguel, which is like such a sweet song, but I think that if I was somewhere and I heard somebody saying those things to me, it would be so sweet, right? You have to romanticize your life a little. And books and movies and TV have a lot of lessons in it. And if you can learn from those things, you should. And sometimes it might just be something that you're playing as you take a walk or have some exercise and get some fresh air. It might be something that you play and you do some journal topics as you watch. I watched this movie. It's kind of horrible, but it's called Gaslight. It's like a play from it's like in black and white, like it's old. And as I was watching it, I was like writing down journal prompts. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I was like, okay, wow, what do I think about this? Okay, whatever, what do I think about this? Like, it's okay to use movies and books and songs and TV as inspiration and stimulation. If you're sitting around watching a bunch of trash all the time or things you can't learn from, it's going to be very hard. But if you allow yourself to learn from things that you do all the time, your growth can really truly be just like exponential. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to let you go. Remember, this is the B&B podcast, and always remember to stay bad and bougie. Goodbye.